Hello everyone, Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for Haikyuu, The Dumpster Battle. This is a new film from 2024. I believe it came out in 2023 in Japan. This is a continuation of the Haikyuu anime. We'll talk about that in a minute. This is rated PG-13 with a runtime of an hour and 25 minutes. Rotten Tomato score of 75% from the critics. What do they know? And an audience score of 100 on Rotten Tomatoes and a letterbox average rating of 4.2. In this film, we see finally Ken Karasuno beat their rival Nekoma High in the highly anticipated and epically fabled dumpster battle, the long-awaited ultimate showdown between these two opposing underdog teams. Uh, wow. So, let's talk about one thing first before we get into the actual review of the film. Leading up to this film, I hadn't seen season four, so I made sure to go in and watch season four because obviously this happens at the tournament. I think they picked a very good game to make a standalone film. I think it really works. But throughout season four, the team is going into the inner high. They've gone through a few rivals and they kind of keep moving forward in the tournament. We get a lot of different arcs from some of the players, both in opposing teams as well, which is great. I think this is one of the strengths of Haikyuu, that it doesn't just focus on the main characters, the Karasuno High, who we are following, but also in explaining how the rivals came to be. So, uh, Haikyuu, The Dumpster Battle is a breathtaking addition to the Haikyuu franchise, a film that not only continues the beloved saga but stands strong on its own, inviting new fans into the fold. The movie serves a vibrant tapestry of thrilling sports action, profound character arcs, and emotional depth, all masterfully brought to life with stunning animation. For those unfamiliar with Haikyuu, rest assured that Dumpster Battle welcomes you with open arms. It skillfully introduces the characters and their motivations without relying heavily on previous knowledge. It makes it very accessible for newcomers while still enriching the story of new and of longtime fans. The film just seamlessly blends past narratives with the present showdown, ensuring that every viewer is engaged from the start. And I think that's a very tight rope to walk because you don't want to put out a film that will only interest like a very niche, specific set of fans, right? You just want to put out a good film. And I think that's what this film does for sure. Now, obviously, there's still a lot more reward if you're a longtime fan, if you've been leading up to this, if you saw their first practice game, you get a lot of that. The relationship, there's a few characters that have a really nice relationship. That it really comes. Kenma and Hinata, they have a really great friendship that's kind of built around volleyball, even though they are rivals. So, visually, though, the dumpster battle is a feast for the eyes. The animation studio has really outdone itself, just delivering fluid, dynamic scenes that capture the intensity and the beauty of a volleyball game. Each serve, spike, block, render with meticulous detail, immersing the audience into the high stakes world of competitive sports. The character expressions, the movements, very fluid, very lifelike. One can almost feel the sweat dripping off or hearing the thud of the ball and the sneakers on the court. I think character growth is another standout for sure. In a condensed runtime, we witness a significant development, particularly with the central characters, their journeys marked by personal struggles, triumphs, everything that they've been through all the way to now. Um, and I think it's done very efficient, which is hard to do. That it really just makes it feel very organic, and at least for me, very satisfying. I think the audience I was sitting with was also very satisfied with a lot of the film. There was moments where we were laughing. We'll talk about some other emotions that come into the fold. The film's ability to convey all these arcs without sacrificing the pace or making it feel stagnant is really a testament to how strong of a storytelling. Emotionally, though, this movie hits hard, especially for those that are caught up with the series. The stakes are so high, the bonds, the rivalries are so fierce. The narrative weaves in the themes of the perseverance, right? I think especially Hinata is a driving force for this emotion, and it just really creates a really nice resonance with the audience. The film crescendos up to a point where just when you think everything is lost, hope is found. And they use some really beautiful metaphors visually. There was a scene that I was to the point of tears, even though it was a really nice moment, because of it, everything just kind of had been building up to that moment. It's a really big pivot point. So very, very interesting. I might do a spoiler review just to kind of tell you about all those, like how each of those specific things that I enjoyed. So yeah, highly, highly recommend checking this out. One of the last things I want to talk about is just how this film uses the visual metaphors to enhance the game and the volleyball experience. Right, the film is not just about the sport; it uses the court as kind of a battleground. It uses different visual keys that will tell you about the emotions of the characters, their bonds, all their experiences. Right, so really, really cool. I gotta say though, I think the thing that will have people talking the most is a standout scene that's pretty wild, super immersive. There's a scene towards the end where you experience the game from the point of view of a very specific character. It lasts a few minutes. You go through a whole lot of stuff. It's very cinematic. It's very intense. Like the pressure that you build as a viewer watching it from this point of view, it's rendered beautifully on the screen, and I think it really, really works. It was for me definitely one of the most engaging parts of the film, because even after that we got through that, I was also kind of like physically and emotionally drained for a minute, just because of the high intensity. Everything kind of comes into play, right? The things that we're seeing on the screen, the music, just kind of building up to that moment. So I think this film definitely left me wanting for more. It's a powerful reminder of why this property is so beloved by many. So whether you're a newcomer or a seasoned veteran of watching Haikyuu, I think this film will make a lot of people want to start the anime if they go in cold, and it'll keep. I might do a rewatch just because it's so much fun. It was really, really interesting. So, and if you can, definitely go watch this in the biggest screen possible. I will add one last caveat. I watched the dub of this because that's how I've been watching the anime, anyways. So I looked for a screening that was dub. I think the voice actors are fantastic on both sides, really. I haven't seen. I might go back and rewatch it on the original Japanese, but I like watching this in the dub version so I can really focus on all the visuals. There's so much stuff going on in the screen at some points that really feels like I would do a disservice to kind of take some time to read the subtitle. So, but let me know, what did you think of Haikyuu, the dumpster battle? If you're new to the property, how did you feel going into this? If you're an old school fan, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments. Also, if anybody has any information of how they're going to keep doing this, are they going to do more movies? Are they going to do more of the series? Let me know, because I don't know anything about that. I haven't done a lot of research, but I'm really, really excited to see and kind of finish out this story. So, as always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe. You can support us on Ko-fi if you want to do a one-time thing. You can support us on Patreon. You can become a member of the channel. So we appreciate anything that you contribute. Will be poured back into the channel to bring you more videos and more cool stuff. So thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.